Hello, Smarkies. DJ here. And was SmackDown worth it this week? Let's find out. Well, do we all know what happened when last time WrestleMania was in New Orleans? Daniel Bryan did win the World Heavyweight Champion. He won both WWE World Championships against Randy Orton and Batista in the triple threat. First, he had to beat Triple H earlier in the night. And that was about the last time I can remember him in ring action. Because just after that, he was forced to retire. But to kick off Raw, we found out early in the day that he was medically cleared for in-ring competition. So he spent a bunch of time talking about that. The crowd was chanting for him to come back in WrestleMania. You'll have to watch that. It's very moving, very good. Next we had Shinsuke Nakamura versus Rusev. Very good match. Rusev matches are always good. They always go back and forth. Rusev always looking strong in his matches, but in the end, again, he lost. And Aiden English wasn't too happy either. And they defeated, after the match, after Shinsuke defeated Rusev, they just attacked him and like they've been doing. So, I don't know what they're doing with Rusev. Just making him look strong in the matches and then losing him. I don't like it necessarily, but that's what it is. You should check out that match. It's a really good match. Still keeping Shinsuke looking strong though. Next we have Baron Corbin versus Ty Dillinger. Baron Corbin did defeat Ty Dillinger. It was a really good match. Ty tried to make a major impact statement, but Baron Corbin's just been looking too good lately on SmackDown. He was in the match at Fastlane. He's been in a lot of big matches. I guess they didn't want to mess up his confidence, so he's been looking really good. They had a rivalry. They had a rivalry back, a short rivalry, but not a long rivalry. Are they gonna fight at WrestleMania? I don't know. We'll just have to wait and find out. But it was a really good match with Baron Corbin getting the win, so please check that out. Next was Natalya versus Charlotte Flair. Now, early in the night, Natty visited Flair in her locker room and said that she was scared of Asuka. Charlotte came back saying she wasn't. But in this match, it looks like she is scared and not happy to fight Asuka. I think it's a little bit of both. She is happy to fight Asuka. It's her first time fighting her at WrestleMania. First time ever fighting her, so I hope it's a good match. But this match, I think Natalya got in her head, and Charlotte just was good, but wasn't on point. And Charlotte was beat, and it was a good match, but I just wanted to see Charlotte win. I don't like to see the chances go down, so I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Carmella tried to cash in, but again, it was thwarted when Charlotte dropped her with a big boot to her kisser before the referee could start the match. So, again, when is Carmella gonna cash in? She needs to cash in before, or I guess at Money in the Bank, but I think it's gonna happen at WrestleMania. We'll just have to wait and see on that. Please check that match and that little tidbit a little bit after the match. It was really good. Again, we have the Bludgeon Brothers, and we have not Kofi Kingston, Big E, and Jimmy Uso, trying to fight the Bludgeon Brothers on what they did at Fastlane. For the second week, instead of doing a tag team match this time, we had Jimmy Uso fight Harper. I don't know, it wasn't a great match, because as we all know, the Bludgeon Brothers have been destroying teams lately. I know it's just local competition before this, but I do not know what's going to happen at WrestleMania. Will it be a triple threat? I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Jay interfered with the super kick. Jimmy did the same, but to no avail. Harper still found a way to win. It's going to be, and they did beat the tag champs. So will it be a triple threat at WrestleMania with the New Day? Or will it just be the Bludgeon Brothers versus the Usos? I hope it's just the Bludgeon Brothers versus the Usos. We'll just have to wait for April 8th and find out, or a couple days before and find out. Now, as we all know, we had the United States title at WrestleMania at Fastlane. Bobby Roode versus Randy Orton, with Bobby Roode being your United States champion. He lost at Randy at Fastlane to Randy Orton. Now, I thought that should have been a triple threat with Jinder Mahal because Jinder Mahal has been pushed so much, but it wasn't. And now the tension's just growing bigger and bigger every week. And it's been 2 weeks since Fastlane, and it was growing before then, and it's growing after Fastlane, so it's just growing more and more. I hope it's a triple threat. I love triple threat matches because the champion does not have to be pinned to win the title, and it makes it a little more interesting. But, it was just Roode and Orton do not like Jinder Mahal at all. It's just, they think he's arrogant, and he is. But it was a really good segment. Not gonna tell you too much of what happened. You'll have to watch and find out. So, thank you. Next, we have Becky Lynch and Naomi. Becky Lynch and Naomi defeated Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan. Now, as we all know, they're just screwing over the Riot Squad. Like my friend Issa from Raw and 205 Live has been saying, on our prediction shows, that they're just screwing them over like they're screwing over Absolution. They're not doing much with the Riot Squad. As we can see here, Becky Lynch and Naomi did defeat Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan. So, as I've said before, do I like the Riot Squad because it's like the Shield? Yes, but they're not using them as well as I thought they would. I thought they would use them more like the Shield. Have Ruby win the women's title eventually. Have the other two win, help her out some way. But it's just, it wasn't a good, it just wasn't a good match. I didn't really like it. But if you want, you can check it out. It did go back and forth a little bit. At one point, you thought Liv and Sarah Logan could win, but clearly, Naomi and Becky Lynch were showing that they've been there longer and they have more experience. So, yes. And next we have Daniel Bryan fired Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and then the F Movement assaulted him. So, where are we going with this? Well, last week Shane McMahon did get hurt by Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, also known as the F Movement. Daniel Bryan's announcement, he was cleared for competition. So clearly what's going to happen is, that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn will come out, pissed about that they're getting fired, aka they're not getting fired. I'm going to assure you of that. After this, that's my thing. My thing with this is, we're going to have a tag team match with Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn versus Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon at WrestleMania. You mark my words. You heard it here first on Was It Worth It SmackDown Live. And, Daniel Bryan did shake their hands. Sorry, yeah, regret that they're leaving, yeah. But why are you going to let the two biggest people, two of the biggest people, I'm not going to say they are the biggest, but they're two of the biggest people in WWE right now, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Everybody loves the feud that they're having right now. I mean, it's been going on with Shane McMahon. Is it a little too long? Maybe. But now that you got Daniel Bryan in the mix, I can't wait for it. It's going to be great. So they did hurt Daniel Bryan a little bit, but I think it's going to get revenge at WrestleMania. Mark my words. So, WrestleMania was, SmackDown was really good this week. I give it an A. Almost an A+, but not quite because of a couple things, but I'll give it an A. We're getting closer and closer. April 8th, baby. April 8th, New Orleans. Be there. WrestleMania. Coming up. So, we'll just have to wait and see what happens in the coming weeks. We only got about 2 or 3 weeks till WrestleMania, so it's going to be great. Please, the Sunday after WrestleMania and every Sunday after that, we will have a podcast with Issa, Liam, and Francesca. It'll be either 3 of us, all 4 of us, 2 of us, Mostly, I think it'll be two of us or three of us. It's not going to be all four of us. We're going to go for about an hour, I think. And the days that we do have pay-per-views, we will go an extra 30 minutes to have our little pre-show and talk about our predictions and, you know, who we pick and everything. So we will go a little bit longer with that. But please check out our new podcast. Our World Heavyweight Champion Liam will be there. Issa will be there. He came up with this, so kudos to him. It's going to be really good. We're trying stuff out. We'll have a few categories, talk about stuff that's happening in all of wrestling, not just WWE. So please check it out. It will be starting the Sunday after WrestleMania, and it will probably be around 12, 1, 2 o'clock, and we will be live every Sunday after that. So please check it out. And until next week, please like, share, subscribe, notifications. Check out Liam, Francesca, and Issa all on social media. They all have Twitter pages. Please check them out there as well. And until next week.